Stars and veils of dawn, I've chased the call where dreams are drawn. Each heartbeat like a battle cry, a flame that climbs the endless sky. The winds may howl with riddles old, the earth may shift, the night grow cold, but still I sail the sacred stream to find the voice inside the dream. I ride on beams of shattered light, where shadows end and souls ignite. With burning eyes I face the void, for fate is forged, not fate employed. Rising through fire, through time untamed, I fly to the edge where legends are named. Under the moon, under the sun, my journey begins, and it's never done. Bound to the fire that carries my name, I saw beyond the celestial flame. I've walked through storms on crystal plains and heard the echoes in the rain. The past behind, the stars ahead, I leave the path the dead have tread. Each moment sparks a thousand ways, each choice a torch that lights the maze. But I will not be led or tied, the truth
Lux aeterna draconis ignis, the flame shall rise again. Sage when stars were torn and dragons wept on peaks forlorn, a prophecy in runes was cast. The flame-born hair shall rise at last through marble halls of silver thrones, where echoes sleep in ancient bones. He walks with steel, with oath-bound fire, to claim the soul of lost empire. The winds of fate cry out his name, a blood-forged soul in holy flame. From crystal caverns deep and wide, he rides the storm with fate as guide. For the throne of the fireborn king, he rides through stars with the dragon's wing. Blades of thunder, hearts of steel, in sacred fire the truth reveal. He shall rise where tyrants fall, to rule with light and break the throne. Beneath the moon in mystic glade, where phoenix light and shadow played, he faced the beast of emerald breath and danced between the jaws of death. A voice beyond the void then cried, unlock the flame the dark defied. And from the blade a song was born, the soul of kings in battle sworn. Across the sky his banner flies, through shattered realms and storm-laced skies. By elder flame and guardian spell, he fights where ancient legends dwell. For the throne of the fireborn king, he rides through stars with the dragon's wing. Blades of thunder, hearts of steel, in sacred fire the truth revealed. He shall rise where tyrants fall, to rule with light and break the In the halls of the fallen, beneath the veil of sorrow, the flameborn shall light the pyres of rebirth, and the black crown shall turn to ash. For the throne of the fireborn king, he rides through stars with the dragon's wing. Blades of thunder, hearts of steel, in sacred fire the truth revealed. By the dawn of crimson skies, the fire
Silence we remember. Through fire we rise. And ember, flame and rock. The winds of fate have carved my skin. Each scar a lesson burned within. I stood alone where angels fell and heard the cry of time's last bell. But through the dark a whisper stayed, a song of hope that would not fade. The stars aligned in secret rhyme, guiding me through fractured time. And now I see with open eyes the dawn beyond these shattered skies. Awaken the flame that sleeps in your soul. Rise from the ashes and shadow control. Through echoes and pain, your spirit will climb, blazing a path through the ruins of time. Awaken the fire, embrace your name, become the storm. Awaken the flame. Through inner realms where shadows breathe, I found the truth beneath the sheath. Illusions fall like towers of sand, revealing strength within my hand. The voices tried to chain my will, to bind my light, to keep me still. But every fall became the key to shape the self I'm meant to be. No turning back from what I've learned. These trials forge the fire that burned. The sky responds with every breath. I rise above the grip of death. Awaken the flame that sleeps in your soul. Rise from the ashes and shadow control. Through echoes and pain, your spirit will climb, blazing a path through the ruins of time. Awaken the fire, embrace your name, become the storm. Awaken the flame. Beneath despair, the seed was sown. In silence, I became my own. No chains remain, no fear to tame. From dusk, I rise, reborn in flame. Awaken the flame that sleeps in your soul. Rise from the ashes and take back control. Through echoes and time, your fate is your own. A voice of the stars, eternally known. Awaken
chains of the mind. Let the spirit ride the thunder, ride the storm, leave fear behind. To the stars we tear asunder. No more silence, no more lies. I was made to rise and fly. They dress the world in gilded shame and sell your pride with someone's name. But freedom's not a printed page, it's screaming from a broken cage. They'll say your path is paved and set, but I have dreams they won't forget. This voice will shatter iron bars. I'm chasing suns beyond their stars. The gates are cracking from within. This rebel heart won't fold or spin. The sky is wide, the road is clear. I'll make my fate, I'll have no fear. Break the chains of the mind. Let the spirit ride the thunder, ride the storm, leave fear behind. To the stars we tear asunder. No more silence, no more lies. I was made to rise and fly. They wrote the rules in blood and gold to keep us caged and growing old. But I won't fade, I won't retreat. My soul was forged in rebel heat. Break the chains of the mind. Let the spirit ride the thunder, ride the storm, leave fear behind. To the stars we tear asunder. Rise like fire through the skies. I was made to rise and fly. I was born to fly high. Through the chains I touch the sky. Thunder calls, the banners rise. Blades of fire light the sky. Under the banners of steel and flame, we ride for honor, not for fame. In every heartbeat, war drums pound. With every oath, we shake the ground. Iron will and burning eyes, scars of glory worn with pride. Through shattered gates and trials endured, the fire within remains assured. Night may fall, but hearts won't break. We forge our truth with every stake. The storm may rise, the stars may fade, but we are forging the war we made. Oath of the blazing storm, born in the fire, forever sworn. Stand through the thunder, never to yield. Bound by the flame and the strength of the shield. Raise up your voice and ride through the flame. For glory, for brotherhood, carry the name. Through halls of stone and rivers red, we march where even angels tread. The crown of fate, the sword of dawn, we carry forth though hope is gone. No fear
She walked alone where the fog meets the stream, a shadow of silk in a sorrowful dream. They wonder of tales that should not be told, of ancient love twisted, of hearts bought and sold. A silver locket her mother once wore now hangs from her neck like a key to war. She hums to the stars a tune full of grace, but something is watching. No time, no place. The veil between worlds begins to tear. A name is whispered through chill night air. A soul returned to walk again, bound by love and drowned in pain. Underneath the crimson sky, where the dead and living lie, he returns from distant grave for the vow he could not save. Wreathed in frost, his hands still yearn, though the world can never turn. The curse beneath the veil is awakening. She dreams of a man with eyes like the sea, who promised forever then vanished to thee. By moon's design and raven's wing, he rises in silence where cold bells ring. The village remembers his wrath and fire. His love was a spark that birthed a pyre. Yet she still waits by the willow tree, where hearts once spoke, no curse to bear. The echo calls from beyond her breath, a song of sorrow, a kiss of death. He walks through mirrors draped in flame, but in her voice he speaks her name. Underneath the crimson sky, where the dead and living lie, he returns from distant grave for the vow he could not save. Wreathed in frost, his hands still yearn, though the world can never turn. The curse beneath the veil is awakening. If love defies time and death is a gate, would you still love me beyond your fate? Her lips released a final sigh. The veil consumed her lullaby. Underneath the crimson sky, bound to love, she chose to die. In his arms she fades to mist. One final curse, one final kiss, and in that place where worlds entwine, two broken souls forever alive. The curse beneath the veil
within the riddle. Sacrifice for crown and scroll. All who gaze shall find the middle, and the end within their soul. Twilight eyes in mirrors shatter. Truth becomes a bleeding hem. Kings and beggars both will scatter once the seal's torn from the rim. Mirror of time, oracle blind. Speak now the verse that shall end the line. Bound in the past, doomed to repeat. The circle unbroken, the curse is complete. What once was hidden now shall ignite. The dawn of despair, the fall of the light. One will rise and one shall fall. Blood will cleanse the crystal hall. Stone and silence fade entwined. Time unravels what God's design. Mirror of time, shatter the spell. Unleash the storm from the heart of the well. Script of the stars, written in flame. The world shall burn and none shall remain. Destiny speaks. The oath is denied. The truth was a weapon, and now it decides. The mirror breaks. The silence wakes. The cursed one takes the throne.
Through the mist of the shattered sphere, I awaken. The starlight call.
In
stars we worshipped, now thieves of belief. But in the ashes of broken skies, the throne awaits, where truth shall rise. Right to the throne of the Astral Flame, in the ruins where hope became. Through the storm of 1,000 cries, we ascend where the phoenix flies. Guardians of twilight, rise from the fall. We are the silence beyond it all. Into the void we dream again. Throne of fire in starlight sand. Silent they come, like the wind in the dust. Thunderous tracks break the veil of the night. Blades of precision unleashed with might. Ironclad fury across desert sand. Tactics of chaos at high command. Engines are screaming, the mission is clear. Whispers of steel bring the echo of fear. Swift as the fire unseen in the haze. Striking like lightning in synchronized blaze. Foes are displaced before they react. Each maneuver a perfect attack. Ghosts in the dust, they never retreat. Steelborn are marching, precise and elite. Steelborn Legion, break through the lines. Rolling like thunder with battle-forged minds. Masters of shock, we strike from the shroud. Blazing through fire with honor unbold. Steelborn Legion, silent and fast. History
In silence, wielders of thunder and steel. Steelborn Legion, shadows of flame, born to ignite and vanish in name. Tearing through strongholds,